Welcome back to Sam's Watch Review. In this video, I will show you how to set and operate this cool watch Casio W735H. And if you want to know more about this watch, you can check our review. I will put the link in the description. There are 5 buttons. On the left side is the adjust and mode button, and on the right side is the split or reset button and the start stop button. And then this one on the front side is the light button. Okay, now to get to the timekeeping mode, it should look like this, but if not, then you can press the mode button several times until you get the high pitch beeping sound, that one. And also there will be no indicator here, okay, for the TRSTALNTT. Okay, and yes, you can also press and hold the mode button and it will give beeping sound and jump to the timekeeping mode. Okay, now if you want to activate the backlight, of course, just press this one, the light button. Okay, and it's very bright. And next, if you want to do the LCD check, you can press 3 buttons at the same time: adjust, mode, and start. And the trick is to press the adjust or start button a bit earlier. So yes, you might want to hold the watch in this position, and you get the LCD check screen. And then after that, press the start button to get to see the next LCD check screen. Again, until back to the timekeeping mode. Okay, now you can also do another check, which is actually I don't know what this for, maybe for tilt sensor checking, but this watch has no tilt sensor. But anyway, you can use it to check if the watch is original or not. So to do that, press the adjust, mode, and this one, the split button or the reset button. So yes, the trick is same, press the adjust button a bit earlier, or this one, the split button a bit earlier, and then the other two, and then it will show TL on the top left of the display. Okay, and then to exit from this, press any button and back to the timekeeping mode. Okay, now this watch has vibration alarm, and it's a cool feature. You can activate by press and hold the lower right button, and now the VIB indicator is active, meaning now the vibration is active. But yes, if the vibration is active, then the button will not make any beeping sound. So I will just deactivate again and back to the tutorial. Okay, now let's continue with setting the time, date, and so on for the timekeeping. So this one is already in the timekeeping mode. And now I will press and hold the adjust button on the top left to start the setting. So now the second is flashing or blinking. So for this one, you can reset the second by pressing this one, the start button. And if it is 30 or more, it will become 0 with additional minute, like this, okay? And if it is 29 or less, it will become 0 without additional minute, like this. Okay, now press the mode button, and we are setting the hour. For this one, you can use these 2 buttons. The split button will decrease and the start button will increase. Okay, again mode button, and now we are setting the minute. Also the same thing, so split button is like counterclockwise, decrease, and then start button is like clockwise, increase. Okay, again the mode button, and now is the time format. You can use these 2 buttons, and yes, it will change from 24 to 12-hour format, so whichever the button is same. So this one will change 12 to 24. This will also do the same thing. So for now, I will just set as 24-hour format. Okay, and then press the mode button, and now we are setting the year. For this one, you can use the split button to reduce and start button to increase. Same thing. And then press the mode button, and now is the month. Also the same thing. Split button will decrease and start button will increase. Again, mode button, also the same thing. For the date, the split button will decrease and start button will increase. Okay, if you press again, it will return to the setting of the second. And now, yes, press the adjust button and done for the time and date. And as a note, the calendar is pre-programmed up to 2099, and you don't need to set the day of the week. It will be calculated by the watch itself. Okay, now let's continue to the next mode, and that is the timer. Press the mode button, and now TR active timer. So for this one, let's set the length of the timer, let's say 4 minutes. So to do that, press and hold the adjust button on the top left. Okay, and now this one is the hour. If you want to change, you can use these 2 buttons, so the split button will decrease and start button will increase. Okay, and then press the mode button, and now is the minute. And for this one, you can set the split button to decrease and start button to increase. So let's say I want to set as 4 minutes. Okay, and then now press the mode button, and this is the second. If you want to increase, use the start button, and if you want to decrease, use the split button. So now let me set as 0. Okay, and then yes, press the mode button, it will return to the setting of the hour. And then next you can press the adjust button. Okay, and done. Now you can stop the timer using this one, the start button on the lower right. Okay, and you can pause using the same button, and then continue, and then pause or stop. Okay, continue, pause or stop, and then reset using this one, the split button on the top right. And as a note, this watch has no auto repeat feature for the timer. Okay, that's all for the timer. Now let's continue to the stopwatch mode. So I press the mode button now, return to the timekeeping, and then press again timer, press again stopwatch. Okay, for the stopwatch, this watch has the auto start feature, but now let me show you the basic ones. So there are actually 3 methods to use the stopwatch, and here I will show you 2 of the most used ways. And the first one is start stop as usual, so press the start, and then press again to pause, and then press again to continue, and then press again to pause or stop, press again to continue, press again to pause or stop, and then split to reset. So the top right button is working as split button or reset button. Okay, now the second way is to use it as split time. So press the start button and then use the top right button to get split time. So this one 3:45, and then if I press this one, it will not continue to 4 but jump to the time that running in the background right now. So if I press maybe 10, 11, okay, 13, 14, and then if I press again, split time, like a screenshot, but time is still running in the background. And if I press again, it will jump to the time that is running in the background. Okay, now let me stop using this one, the start stop button, and then reset using again the split button. And then now let's try to use the auto start. And from this view, 00, meaning that the stopwatch already reset, you can press this one, the top right button, and then the auto start will be active. And then for the auto start, if it is active, when you press the start button, it will give countdown from 5, 4, and then beep 3, beep 2, beep 1, and then start the stopwatch like this. 3, beep, 2, beep, 1, beep, and then start the stopwatch. And after that, it will be the same with the 2 methods I showed you earlier. So it's like you can use it for split time, okay, or the pause and stop and continue and so on. Okay, and if you want to deactivate the auto start, also use the split button from this reset position for the stopwatch. Okay, so choose whichever you want. You can try by yourself to get used to the menu and features. Okay, now let's continue with the next mode, the alarm. So I press the mode button, now timekeeping mode again, and then press again, timer, stopwatch, and now is the alarm. So for the alarm, let me set as a wake up alarm at 5:30. So to do that, press this one, the top left button, and hold. Okay, and now we can set the hour for the alarm. So for this one, you can use these 2 buttons. The split button will decrease, and then the start button will increase. So let me set as 5. Okay, and then press the mode button, and now we are setting the minute. Also, these 2 buttons, split will decrease and start will increase. And if you press again, it returns to the setting of the hour, and done, press the adjust button. Okay, now we can select which feature to activate. So this one, the alarm is active, but the hourly signal or hourly chime is not. So sorry, it's reflecting the video light, so it's not showing the word SIG clearly. So here it is on the left side of the small digital dial. Okay, and yes, we can use the split button to select which feature to activate. So this one, meaning that the signal or the hourly signal, hourly chime is active, but the alarm is not. And then press again, both are active, the alarm and also the hourly signal. And then again, both are not active. Again, only the alarm is active. So whichever you want, let me activate both for now. Okay, and yes, that's all for the alarm. And one more thing, you can also do the alarm sound check from this one by pressing the split button and hold, and it will give beeping sound like this. Okay, and yes, it will change the setting for the feature that is active. So yeah, let me press 3 more times to get to the same option. Okay, that's all for the alarm. Now let's move on to the dual time. So press the mode button, timer, stopwatch, alarm, and this one is the dual time. So for this one, you can set the hour and minute, but the second will follow the timekeeping second. And yes, to set the time for the dual time, press the adjust button and hold. Okay. And now let's start with the hour. You can use these two buttons. Split will decrease, and this one, the start will increase. Okay. Press the mode, and now the minute, the split button will decrease, and the start button will increase. Okay. Press again, return to the hour, and then you can press the adjust button and done. Also, you can set the time format by pressing this one, the top right button. So this one is the 12-hour format, and this one is the 24-hour format. And as you can see here, the time for the dual time is the same as the timekeeping, and that's a simple tips from me. If you rarely use dual time and you want to avoid confusion, then you can just set the dual time to have the same time as the timekeeping. So if in case maybe you press the button accidentally for the mode and then you get to the dual time, then you can still have the correct time on your main display. Okay, now let me press the mode button and back to the timekeeping mode. And yes, that's all for the setting and operation of this watch. I hope I already covered all of the main settings and operation. If I missed any, please kindly add them in the comment below. It will be very helpful for me and also for the other viewers. Thank you, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Have a great day.